Hello guys, this is the story of a D-rank non-combat raider who rises to become the greatest enemy of the gods themselves. Hope you enjoy it, and if you do, make sure to subscribe for daily content and hype this video so more people from our community can witness it. We see massive dragons soaring above the city, their shadows swallowing everything below. The city burns violently, reduced to ruins as it turns into a full-scale battlefield. Human corpses lie frozen in the snow, trampled by creatures resembling fallen warriors. These monsters have razor-sharp teeth, deadly claws, and the raw strength of elephants. Some are small yet frighteningly agile, others tower like mountains, built like unstoppable behemoths. One of the giants charges forward, gripping a massive log like a weapon of destruction. The city wall collapses on impact, concrete exploding and flying in every direction. Below, a terrified mother runs through the chaos, desperately holding her son. She notices debris flying toward them, throws her child away, and braces herself for the impact. The boy lands in the snow, saved by his mother's final instinct. But the mother is crushed beneath the falling concrete. The child desperately tries to free her, clawing at the rubble with trembling hands. But he is too weak, crying helplessly as a demon approaches them both. The mother begs her son to leave her behind and save himself. She pleads with him to run, believing that if one survives, it should be him. But it's already too late, the demon warrior has reached them. It growls deeply as it charges, ready to end their suffering. The mother turns back in terror at the monster behind her, and honestly, who wouldn't be afraid of that thing? Meanwhile, we see our MC standing atop a tall building, sword in hand, moments away from action. And jump into action he does, leaping off the building without hesitation. He lands beside the zombie warrior and slashes instantly. Before the monster can even process the MC's arrival, its neck is severed. There is no emotion on the monster's face as its story ends right there. Meanwhile, our MC's aura literally explodes, engulfed in roaring flames. With a single motion, he separates the monster's head and sends it flying through the air. The head lands beside the child still struggling to save his mother. Our MC casually says they should evacuate the area, because no one is enjoying this war zone. We see the mother saved and healed, lucky enough to live another day. The mother and son bow deeply, thanking the MC with tears in their eyes. They run toward safety as the child stares in awe at the black robes the MC wears. To be honest, the MC looks less like a hero and more like a corrupted warrior in black and red armor, but I guess a good heart matters more. He removes the hood of his cloak, a confident smirk forming on his face. Then he challenges the entire army of zombified creatures alone. Once again, the aura flares violently as a fireball forms in his hand, asking, "Shall we begin?" Enraged by his arrogance, the monsters roar and charge at him together. A hellhound-like creature is the first to taste the MC's fireballs. Engulfed in flames, it meets a brutal end. The impact sends the hound flying miles away. Unlike that brainless hound, the others choose to group up and attack together. One zombified warrior slashes at the MC, but he dodges effortlessly. He counters by blasting the monster's head with something straight out of Lucario's aura sphere. Damn, he obliterated it like it was nothing more than torn cloth. Yet somehow, these creatures still don't learn, as another charges straight at him. A blazing fire ends that monster's existence instantly. Our MC enters full flow state, ending lives and moving on without slowing down. He sends another hound flying with a devastating fire-coated punch. Then he turns his attention to the orc wielding the massive log. Our MC jumps high, taking to the air. He's about to end this orc's entire career with the next attack. Midair, he draws his flaming sword, no more fireballs, now it's personal. Jokes aside, he slices the orc into 5 pieces with a single strike, and honestly, he could retire and become a chef with skills like that. After defeating every monster in his path, the MC reaches a throne room where an old man sits waiting, and trust me, old guys in anime are never weak. Their eyes meet, both glowing with a mysterious golden light. But wait, did our MC really start with godlike power? No, to understand that, we need to go back in time. We are introduced to a world where raiders hunt demons to obtain powerful treasures. And of course, by doing so, they also protect humanity. Sure, the job is extremely dangerous, but nothing compares to the fame and recognition it brings. We see a famous raider surrounded by paparazzi, cameras flashing non-stop. Meanwhile, our MC sits alone in a dark, cramped room, watching all of this on his TV. The raider profession clearly excites people. Our young MC envies that life deeply. And he dreams of becoming a raider himself one day. We then see a man running desperately, like his life depends on it. Do you know when a raider's heart beats the fastest? Right before death. I mean, technically everyone's heart does, unless you die peacefully in your sleep, I guess. A beautiful young woman walks into the cafe, and for a second I thought she might be the mommy of this manhwa. If she was, I'd already be more invested. Nope, she's just a passerby, and our MC suddenly shouts, "Crazy bastard," at the top of his lungs, making the entire cafe stare at him. Our MC asks the agent sitting across from him if he's being treated like a meat shield. But to be fair, the agent is genuinely trying to help him, mainly because our MC is dirt poor, which was obvious from that depressing room earlier. It becomes painfully clear why our MC was offered this raid in the first place. He was invited to be the team's meat shield. Agent Young works for a raider agency and finds jobs for incompetent raiders like our MC. Our boy was genuinely excited when he first received Young's call. But after hearing the job details, hesitation kicks in, though beggars really can't be choosers. Our MC is told his role is to act as a shield in a raid filled with undead monsters. He's furious, wondering why this is the only job available when even people ranked below him get better offers. But the agent calmly reminds him that he already knows the reason. Yes, it's because our MC chose the martial arts class. Agent Young apologizes, but bluntly states that it doesn't change the fact that his class is the weakest. Magic users are the most desired raiders and always get priority. Meanwhile, martial artists are slow, inefficient, and constantly injured, basically dealt the worst hand possible. And that, my friends, is the harsh reality of this world. Compared to mages who deal damage safely from a distance, martial artists stand in front and take hits. Let's be honest, mages are clearly the superior choice among the classes. Things were different in the beginning, but the current market is completely dominated by mages. Our MC deeply regrets choosing martial arts, but crying about it won't change the past. He has to accept that these are the only jobs he'll ever be offered. Lost in thought, he reminisces about his past when he had excellent grades and entered Miles Academy. His aptitude for magic was an insane 97%. Seriously, what kind of decision-making led him away from that? Even the top mages back then only had around 92%. And it gets worse, because his martial arts aptitude was a pathetic 34%. At this point, he's basically the destroyer of his own future. There better be a good explanation for this, Mr. MC, but unfortunately. The truth is, he simply loved swinging his sword, training with it. And do you know why he chose the martial arts class? For no real reason. Yes, absolutely none, making him one of the dumbest MCs in manhwa history. Back then, society didn't view mages favorably, so he abandoned his talent just to fit in. To be fair, at that time mages only provided buffs while martial artists dealt real damage. But times changed, and now the situation is completely reversed. If he had chosen magic 11 years ago, he'd be living in luxury instead of crying in a dark apartment. We also learn that a raider's growth stops completely after the age of 20. While the MC dwells on his regrets, the agent reminds him that opportunities like this are rare. And that he has plenty of other desperate people willing to take the job. Once upon a time, our MC ranked at the very top of the mage class. Now he trembles in frustration. Reduced to a D-rank martial artist raider. Moral of the story, kids, build a career around what you're good at, not what society pressures you into. Our MC is furious at his present reality. In the end, he reluctantly agrees to take the job. We see both our MC and Agent Jung sitting in silence for a brief moment. Our MC agrees, saying he already knew from the start that he had no choice, because in this world, you can't survive by choosing safe jobs. The agent smiles brightly, motivating our MC and assuring him that he made the right decision. He reminds our boy not to be late for work, because apparently even monster-filled worlds follow corporate rules. The agent mentions that he'll also be at the site since he has business there. Both of them agree to meet at the location the next day, and honestly, this is not looking good for our MC because bro is definitely being used as a meat shield. The next day, we see a group of raiders standing in a dense forest, with a portal open inside the trunk of a massive tree. Our MC is there too, shield and sword in hand, standing casually while lost in his own thoughts. The meeting time has long passed, yet the agent still hasn't arrived, and our MC is clearly annoyed. He scoffs, thinking the agent should have informed him beforehand if he wasn't going to show up. Tired of waiting, our MC shifts his gaze towards someone sitting across from him. He starts questioning the agent's management skills, because being late never leaves a good impression, bro judging like my mother over a single mistake. Looking closer, our MC recognizes the man as an A-rank mage. He wonders why someone of that status would be working with an agency, since they usually belong to high-paying guilds. Honestly, I agree with our MC here. If I were an A-rank mage, I'd be somewhere way better. We see the mage surrounded by a terrifying red aura. He mutters the words, "Useless bastard." Just then, someone calls out to our MC. Another martial artist approaches, clearly happy to see him again. The guy introduces himself as Myungo, but honestly, I'll just call him Iron Shield Guy because that armor looks unbreakable. He says he's also participating in this raid. He goes on about how there are no jobs for martial artists except places like this, complaining that kids today don't understand how cool their class really is and what's so special about shooting fireballs from the back. I mean, bro, shooting fireballs from the back is literally peak life goals. At least our MC stays realistic, knowing they're about to starve without work. Iron Shield Guy is completely fired up, telling our MC to give it his all so they can party afterward. Our MC agrees with the dullest "yeah, sure" ever recorded in history. And then Iron Shield Guy casually adds that he's broke right now and already paid last time, so our MC will have to cover the drinks. Bro, look at our MC, he doesn't even have proper armor, while the guy in full iron gear says he's broke. But hey, friendship, I guess, because our MC agrees with a faint smile. Honestly, I bet Iron Shield Guy is joking. He looks like a genuine friend. He looks back at our MC and says fine, he'll pay one last time. Yeah, our MC is emitting that strong, I'm poor aura. Our MC feels bad about always owing favors, but internally he's calling the guy a naive old man, because bro knows how to play the broke card perfectly. Suddenly, a man in a black suit, probably an agent, calls everyone to gather at the dungeon entrance. He tells everyone to prepare, as they'll be entering the portal in 30 minutes. The martial artists all look miserable, and honestly, who wouldn't when your job is fighting monsters up close? With that, Iron Shield Guy says he needs to get ready and takes his leave. Our MC is left alone again, staring at his phone while waiting for Agent Jung's call. He's so focused on that phone like his life depends on it. We're told that when entering a dungeon, raiders must always pay attention to two things. The first is when they get unexpectedly lucky. Because luck excites raiders and lowers their guard. And just when they stop thinking rationally, the dungeon tests them, as we see two adventurers happily finding a chest, only for it to be a monster that drags them inside with massive tentacles, falling for the oldest trick ever. the second rule is something we don't get to hear. Because our MC suddenly gets called out. Iron Shield Guy scolds him for staring at his phone again, speaking like a true boomer. He asks if our MC does this every time before entering a dungeon, joking that maybe there's a picture of his girlfriend on it. Bro is broke, what girlfriend would even stick around? Our MC scoffs at the accusation, saying it's nothing. We don't see what's on his phone yet, but I guarantee it's not a girlfriend. Our MC smiles faintly while looking at the screen, his eyes filled with a quiet hope. It's a photo of him with his mother, promising her that he'll come back to see her. Okay, now I feel bad for clowning on him earlier. He starts walking toward the dungeon, where everyone has already gathered. We see people entering the dungeon one by one, a massive labyrinth barely lit, swallowing light itself. Vampire-like monsters immediately attack the raiders as the battle erupts without warning. One of the raiders shouts orders, telling the vanguards to raise their shields. A mage yells from the back lines, ordering everyone to stay in formation, yeah, real easy to command from a safe distance. He insults them, asking if they don't understand that they're supposed to hold formation even if they die. Our protagonist narrowly dodges a monster's attack and finally snaps, saying he can't take this anymore. Meanwhile, somewhere in the chaos, someone begins chanting, "O brilliant light of Alfheim." Multiple mages chant in unison, "O fierce flames of Surtr, burn all enemies before us." A massive fireball launches from the rear lines. It tears through the front line and slams straight into the monsters. Damn, the monsters are burned to a crisp, and yeah, the mages are harsh, but at least they're doing their job. We see our MC staring at the burning remains, realizing the mages came in clutch just as he was about to give up. His attention shifts elsewhere. "Bro, you're literally in the middle of a battlefield, focus." A mage starts shouting that the front line is supported by the Meteor Guild, a new but powerful guild. Honestly, our MC doesn't give a single damn about that. He's just relieved there are competent mages, meaning he won't die here today. The raiders regroup and take a short rest inside one of the dungeon chambers, which is well deserved. Iron Shield Guy survived too, and yeah, that's a relief. He says the only room left now is the boss room, and honestly, they cleared this dungeon way too easily for its rank. Guess that's what happens when you bring high-rank mages along. Iron Shield Guy complains that his age is finally catching up to him and wishes he could level up more. Our MC tries to comfort him, saying he still looks full of energy. Wow, bro's a professional liar now. Iron Shield Guy asks if our MC got any item drops since this is a high-level dungeon with A-grade loot. Our MC says he didn't notice anything and opens his system to check. A blue window pops up, and he starts scrolling endlessly. Bro looks like he unlocked TikTok and started doom scrolling. Oh, looks like he found something, but his face freezes in pure confusion. He's so confused that his system suddenly starts glitching. Did bro forget to install antivirus? Yeah, that one was a software joke. Jokes aside, this turns serious fast as he collapses to his knees, clutching his head. For a second, it looks like it's over, and he can't even process what just happened. He checks his system again. It states that the Acer system is down and the connection to the user will be temporarily disconnected. Bro, where are the IT guys when you need them? Our MC is completely lost, wondering what it even means for the Acer system to go down, and of all places, inside a high-rank dungeon. This is the first time he's ever experienced a system malfunction. He tries to reboot the system, but for unknown reasons, the reboot fails. Now he's furious, nothing works, and he shouts, "Failed to reboot, what the hell does that even mean?" Suddenly, several green orbs begin floating through the air. A mysterious voice tells him to follow the light, and instantly our MC goes on high alert. He looks back at his system. It shows that an unknown existence has infiltrated the system and that it's restoring to safe mode. And then more bad news hits, the restoration fails as well. Our MC is done. What does unknown existence even mean, and what was that voice he heard? He mutters quietly to himself, follow the light, huh? Iron Shield Guy hears him and asks what he just said. Our MC is startled and explains that he heard a voice moments ago. A voice that told him to follow the light. The glowing light shines directly on Iron Shield Guy's face, and no, this does not mean our MC has to kiss him. But it's not just him, the light starts moving, drifting through the raiders' camp. Our MC has no idea what's happening to him. He stares at the floating green orbs, confused, wondering if this is the light he's supposed to follow. Iron Shield Guy grows concerned, saying our MC has been acting strange for a while and asks if he's feeling okay. Our MC replies that he's fine, but his face clearly shows his confusion, his brain failing to process why he's being told to follow the light. He wonders to himself if he's the only one who can see the light and hear the call. The light slips through a narrow crack in the wall, and whatever lies beyond it looks like a dangerous path. Our bro starts sweating bullets. But curiosity takes over, because how could anyone not investigate this? It could be a message from the gods or a demon trying to lure him in. He starts walking, and Iron Shield Guy asks where he's going, but our MC says he'll be back in a moment. Our MC heads toward the cracked wall, his face showing fear and determination at the same time. He still has no idea what the hell is happening to him. That tiny crack opens into a massive, pitch-dark cavern, and our protagonist is completely alone inside it. He tries opening the system window again to gather information about this place. But it still shows the Acer system is down and the window cannot be loaded. Bro desperately tries to get it working, but nothing happens. The system displays a partially damaged feature, whatever that means, while attempting to reboot in safe mode. Our MC scratches his head, completely unsure of what's happening to his system. He remembers that ever since he awakened at the age of 10, the system never went down even once in 17 years. It was never damaged and never attempted to reboot itself. Now he starts connecting the dots, the voices he heard must be related to the system going down. The system glitches violently again, and he recalls the message about an invasion by an unknown existence. He remembers how right after opening his system, he began seeing this strange light. And that mysterious voice telling him to follow it. He suspects something big is changing in the Acer system. Bro jokingly thinks it's upgrading to Windows 12. We're told that the Acer system is named after the Asgardian gods like Odin and Thor. It's believed that this system was passed down from the Acer themselves. This system is humanity's final line of hope and defense. Yeah, a system is the last stand in this world. We see a ship sailing peacefully across the ocean on a sunny day, until the waves suddenly turn violent. That day, 20 years ago in 2011, later became known as the Year of Disaster. A massive tree emerged out of nowhere, right in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. The tree sprouted overnight and grew so large that it covered the sky in just 9 days. Some called it a sign of the end times, while others claimed it was a blessing, free timber for life. We see a stained glass window with the image of the tree, inside a cathedral. The tree is named Yggdrasil, the world tree from ancient mythology. Once the tree fully grew on the 9th day, disasters began. Valkyries engulfed in flames appeared, and giant dragons attacked humanity. Half of mankind died to monster attacks, while the rest fell to plagues. We see massive wolves hunting and devouring humans. The entire world sinks into despair. Then we see a lone man walking forward, holding something that looks like a sword. Bro is straight up aura farming. Yep, it's a sword, and yep, this guy is about to fight the monsters alone. The giant wolves shift their gaze toward him. Golden hair, a calm smile, and just like that, humanity's hope is born. The wolves rush at him, believing he's just another helpless prey. But the moment one leaps, the man takes his stance, his sword coated in purple aura, and slashes them all apart. That was the first human to wield divine power. He became known as an awakened, those who hunted monsters. The Acer system is the strongest weapon granted to humanity's heroes. Yeah, okay, I take back what I said about the system. Back in the present, our MC grows anxious as his Acer system begins changing, and he feels this won't end well. Our boy finally reaches a chamber inside the dungeon, where two pillars of the same glowing light stand tall. He stops walking, probably exhausted at this point. Between the pillars, he sees a gigantic door. Our MC is completely shocked, unable to believe what's in front of him. Then his expression shifts into a smile. The door before him is a treasure gate itself, but did bro forget rule number 1, never drop your guard when you get unexpectedly lucky. He explains that treasure gates are secret rooms filled with treasures and have an extremely low chance of appearing. Usually, treasure gates are filled with special items and rare materials. Yeah, bro definitely forgot his own rule. Our MC opens the gate with excitement, because a treasure gate alone can sell for hundreds of millions of won. He hopes with all his heart for an A rank or higher item waiting beyond it. He imagines himself finally leaving this boring, miserable life behind. With his eyes closed, he opens the gate, praying for A rank or higher equipment. Inside is a room with no ceiling, a star-filled night sky above, and white pillars straight out of Roman architecture. At the center stands an altar, holding a single item glowing like the sun itself. Our MC can't believe a place like this exists inside a dungeon. It feels like something straight out of ancient legends he saw on TV. His eyes lock onto the glowing object resting at the center. His emotions overflow, and for the first time in forever, he genuinely smiles. He starts walking toward the item, excitement skyrocketing through the roof. Step by step, closer and closer, until he's finally about to grab it. Suddenly, the entire room is flooded with blinding light. A system window pops up, stating that a damaged system feature has been successfully restored and that the MC has obtained a piece of equipment. Bro just keeps receiving gift after gift, even the system came back online at the perfect moment. He's ecstatic, realizing that when luck changes, good things really do come all at once. He picks up the glowing object, which looks like a black orb, honestly resembling an 8-ball from Pool. The system reveals it as Odin's Lost Eye, a mythic rank item, granting rune writing and the ability to reverse, dismantle, or destroy magic once equipped. The light blinds him, and he hasn't even read the full system description yet. Once his vision clears, he looks back at the system window. He sees he has acquired an active skill called Absolute Calculation, allowing him to reverse and destroy magic. The effects state he can copy an opponent's skill using a blank card, and bro is absolutely stunned. He recalls that the highest ranked item ever auctioned was this rank and sold easily for 100 million won. Wait, is bro thinking of selling this instead of using it? Not to mention this is a magic-related item, meaning he could literally name his price. Our MC no longer looks human but like a goblin staring at a pile of gold as he realizes this is a mythic item. Mythic items are unique, only one copy exists, and nothing like it will ever appear again in this world. Right now, he's the happiest man alive, realizing he no longer has to break his back working endlessly. His boring raider life is finally over, and he feels free from those chains. A sudden thought crosses his mind. Since he'll never get another chance to use a mythic item, maybe he should try it once. But the system crushes that dream, stating Odin's Lost Eye becomes permanently bound once equipped and asks for confirmation. Our MC cancels the prompt just in time. Bro almost wasted a mythic item. His goal isn't power, it's wealth, and selling this item would solve everything. He's tired of being a raider and doesn't want to use the item himself when selling it could guarantee a happy life. He stores the item safely in his system, reminding himself that being over 20 means he can't level up anymore anyway. Even if he wanted to use it, he wouldn't be able to make full use of its power. Still, he's grateful for this situation, thinking that as dungeons become common, unexpected events like this are bound to happen. He explains that these unexpected events fall into two categories, fortune and misfortune. He stands there for a moment longer, admiring the beauty of the room and wondering if it's time to head back. Meanwhile, back at the camp, Iron Shield Guy tells everyone our MC will return soon and that he probably just went to take a piss. Our MC returns just in time, saving Iron Shield Guy's dignity. A mage angrily calls out our MC's name. He orders him to hurry up since the raiders are about to challenge the boss. Our MC apologizes, but the mage keeps lecturing him, warning him not to act on his own again. Iron Shield Guy forces our MC to bow and assures the mage it won't happen again. Both of them watch the mage walk away. Iron Shield Guy looks closely at our MC, sensing something different about him. He bangs his shield loudly and tells our MC not to look down and to cheer up. Our MC tells him not to worry, saying he's fine. Then he casually says the drinks are on him tonight, bro already spending money he hasn't even made yet. Iron Shield Guy stares at him in confusion as our MC walks toward the group preparing for the boss raid. He thinks our MC has completely lost it at the age of 27, unaware of what our MC has just obtained.